Just a little race car that was kind of built in Blaney, built with Blaney skills, Blaney parts, Blaney knowledge, Blaney people. The motor, I've got to say, is built by my mate Willem, and he does a great job. But yeah, the rest of it, pretty well hand built. And you know, we had to think about it, we had to make it, and I couldn't have done it without my mate Ray. Looking inside, I taught myself to fiberglass. So that's my door, which has saved about, I'd say about 38 kilos per door. So we're a little bit messy in here, but we're not too bad. So very extensive roll cage. When you've crashed one, you realise you don't want to crash another one. So yeah, we've got double bars running across the front to keep it all wide enough. A fair bit of wiring that looks a bit messy at the moment. That's due to the camera system that's in the car and stuff like that. But it's just very functional in here. Doesn't need to have anything pretty, just has what it needs. That there is part of the rear 9-inch that we had to push the floor up just a little bit to give us a bit of space. And so because we had to cut sections out, we strengthened the hell out of it back up. So, and with the roll cage up high on the tower, with that down low, everything's fine. Okay, so this is the heart of the beast. We got a 6 litre in here. Fits between the towers very well. The firewall hasn't been bashed at all, but it's sitting fine. And if you look at the line of where the motor sits in relation to the towers, that the weight's well back as well, that we still have pretty well I think it's 51% front, 49% rear, so we've got a very good weight distribution. There's extra coil, extra wiring here for the coils and stuff, because that is due to that little box there, which is the shift cut, which means that you can do full throttle up shifts. As I say, dry sump wise with this motor as well, we come from the pump through a big filter, out of the filter, through a big cooler, back to the can, back into the motor. We then pre-filter it again. That's a little valve, pressure reducer valve, so that we don't overpressure the motor. Runs from that filter at the back into the back rear pickup of the motor as such. So yeah, most of this stuff, there's little bits and pieces that have been done. These towers are actually 3mm steel, that if you get the right angles, you can see the original steel underneath, which, yeah, no, you're not really seeing it on that one. It's 3mm steel that Ray belted into shape for me, into submission, and then we welded them into the guards, just so that we had extra point where we could actually get a couple of bars from the roll cage coming forward off that A bar, so we could tie up the front end. Okay, so this is my 9-inch diff fitted into the back of my 280ZX. It's a standard subframe there, but as you can see, we've had to sort of change it, modify it, so we could get the 9-inch to fit in there. But we had to change the angle a little, so we cut the subframe and added in that big box section. Gave me 4 mounting bolts that we could hang the 9-inch from. Okay, so it's 35 spline internally. Comes out, these shafts are actually only 28 spline, but they're using Porsche 930 CVs, and being 28 spline, it actually enabled me still to be able to fit through the outer. We've changed bearings and we've doubled up a couple of bearings on one side and stuff, but we've made it so it's all 28 spline, so I could get a Commodore inner for the CV going for the stub axle. Stub axles have been replaced with billet axles as well. They're larger, everything's bigger, better, stronger. It's a 6-piston caliper on the rear, and I think it's only a 330mm on the rear, 335mm rotor on the rear. Running on a separate hat as such. They're a 18 by 12-inch rim on there at the moment. It's a 310mm wide tyre. Just slick, that's kind of what everyone's using. Running I think it's 4.5 or 5-inch outlet. Okay, we're twin 3-inch through here. Okay, we've made the mount for the gearbox that we've sort of reused a couple of the existing stronger points in the car, So we had a couple extra skin, but then we've moved some things around and stuff. Made our own mount basically for the gearbox. Gearbox is a sequential, and it is can you get it? Can we focus? It's a Quave 6-speed. Okay, the extractors are all custom made. This right hand side is all 4 individual pipes to get in and around the starter motors and stuff. Left hand side is two sections, so it's 2 pipes on each section. Running the standard Dachshund rack and pinion. We've made some new lower control arms for the bottom, that we've made some eyelets, like helm joints I think they're called, so we could get the bottom to come out a little bit more. Running coilovers, MCA red coilovers, great out of the box, give them the corner weights and everything you need, and they send you back a set of struts that you can basically bolt in and use. Slightly bigger sway bar in the front, and you can see bits and pieces of lines. The car's got a pretty extensive dry sump setup in there. It's all pretty tight, but it gets in there. There's the actual pump in there. So yeah, it just makes it so you keep oil pressure when you're going around corners and hard braking and stuff.